Your BTW 21 weather forecast with Dustin Staples.
Hi there, Martinsville, Henry County. It's Weatherman Dustin Staples coming to you here on this Wednesday afternoon. Hope you're doing well. Of course, we saw our transition day yesterday. Now we're seeing beautiful sunshine. Much of our area that is much needed for sure. And we're going to be seeing a lot of this cooler weather moving on, as well as the windy conditions. They will begin to die down later on this afternoon. So just to bear with the wind if you're maybe in the next hour or so, or a few hours anyway, I should say, they will begin to diminish, but it will be getting quite cold and the skies will begin to continue to be clear out, I should say, as we'll be dropping your freezing tonight. So first thing tomorrow morning, be sure to have the heavier coat with you, as temperatures will not be warming up as much tomorrow, but the winds will begin to diminish over time as we get to the rest of the start of the day, up to 48 with a low of 30. And again, just some calmer conditions expected for much of our afternoon. That is something we're going to be much needing to see too. Now, switching gears to some national weather headlines you've been hearing about for quite a day or so now. There was a massive earthquake that shook Puerto Rico, a 6.4 magnitude earthquake, devastated much of the islands down there, such as the Bahamas, the Dominican Republicans. Those areas are seeing several aftershocks as part of the difficult plate boundary where it's located. Of course, it is a further down the island, and most of the plate boundaries are kind of forming across under the Atlantic and the Pacific seaboard. So you kind of get these earthquakes every so often that just kind of shake the earth, and we even sometimes get them here in the United States, but they're very low. Typically, of course, the massive one we recall back in 2011 outside of Mineral, Virginia, that kind of shook much of the East Coast. It even go down to Florida, as well as something where you've been hearing a lot about is the Australian wildfires. There has just been so much loss down there, millions of acres of land, of wildlife and plant life. Unfortunately, it's not sustaining too well down there. Of course, you've been hearing a lot about millions of dollars have been donated by tons of celebrities, and so they're helping out the cause as well. It's weather on the world is quite interesting, and we're in a fortunate place to be thankful for a lot of those. Not much of that happens, but again, we got to keep be very thankful to where we are right now here in part of Virginia. Of course, if we were in the mountains, we get a lot of snow. A lot of times we're along the coast. Typically, we probably get a lot of tropical storms impacting us, but right here, we're just in the central Piedmont. I think we're pretty much safe to say that we're okay, but continue to think of those folks that will be going through a difficult time cleaning up after earthquakes and wildfires. For us here, just be sure to have your heavy coat in the morning. The sunshine will continue, and we'll have much more coming up on your Neighborhood Network right after this.
Your BTW 21 weather forecast with Dustin Staples.